3 RAM slots. This is a DDR4 stick pulled from an old PC. Suppose you upgrade to a new DDR5 platform, but refuse to pay today's ridiculous DDR5 prices. Your only option would be... Yeah, don't. That is how you kill both the memory and the motherboard. So, is there a modern motherboard that supports both DDR4 and DDR5? Yes, a few years ago. We tested the Onda H Lookali M+. It supported both standards, but only had 2 slots, leaving either one stuck in single channel mode. The performance was never ideal. Then I found something even stranger, hidden on ASRock's website. 3 slots, 1 DDR4, 2 DDR5. What state of mind was the engineer in when they designed this PCB? We have seen mixed DDR4 and DDR5 boards, and we have seen 3-slot boards, but never both ideas at once. This is the ASRock H Lookalium Combo T. It is not sold in mainland China, so we asked a friend to buy one for us. Even after currency conversion, it costs less than 500 yuan. The 3 slots look bizarre, but DDR4 and DDR5 cannot run together. You choose one, use your old DDR4 today, then remove it and switch to DDR5 when prices fall. Crucially, the 2 DDR5 slots support dual channel mode, so the later upgrade actually gives you more bandwidth. The rest of the board is just as strange. Its M.2 slot runs through the H610 chipset at PCIe 3.0x4, while the graphics slot gets PCIe 5.0x16. Is anyone really putting an RTX 5090 on this thing? CPU power delivery has only 6 core phases, and the BIOS limits PL1 to 85 watts. In other words, you can future-proof the memory, but not the CPU. The H610 chipset limits memory to the processor's official speeds, with the Core i5 14600K. That means DDR4 3200 or DDR5 5600. On DDR4, it is about 25 gigs per second, 65 nanosecond latency. That is the single channel bottleneck. On DDR5 dual channel, it is capped at 5600 mid-chest. But tweak the timings and you will get faster reads and writes with lower latency. So who is this board for? If you already own DDR4, refuse to overpay for DDR5, and only need a transition platform for a few years, it gives you a genuinely interesting upgrade path. But that is also the contradiction. Anyone who really needs DDR5 will probably use a Core i5-14600K or something faster. Yet the weak power delivery and 85-watt limit hold those CPUs back. Meanwhile, people using a Core i5-13400 or 14400 probably do not need DDR5 bandwidth at all. The idea is creative. The product is wonderfully weird, but the target audience is tiny. ASRock also has the H610M combo, with 4 DDR5 slots and 2 DDR4 slots. That sounds more practical until you notice its CPU core power delivery has only 3 phases. Somehow, every ASRock oddball comes with one obvious fatal flaw. When will we get another genuinely useful monster like the B150MM Combo G? As for this H610M Combo 2, keeping it out of mainland China may have been the smart decision, because it is ultimately destined to be a memory test bench for memory scalpers. Also, we recently got the Micron X100 the world's fastest SSD. It uses the discontinued Sendy X-Point technology. They say it has response speeds close to actual memory. Want to see if it still holds up in 2026, and if we can use it as virtual memory to replace physical RAM. See you next time. Bye.